Okay, so these notes are over going from standard form to vertex form. So we're going to be writing y equals x squared minus 2x plus 4 in vertex form. So first off, we need to know what vertex form is. So vertex form is written as y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. Ooh. Okay, so a is the same a that's in your standard form, which it's always a, b, c. So for this equation, a is 1, b is negative 2, and c is 4. So here, a would be 1. And then hk is the vertex. So to solve for the vertex, we have to find h. So to find h, you do negative b over 2a. So b is negative 2, so the opposite of b would be a positive 2 over 2 times a is 1, which would give us 2 over 2, which is 1. So the x of my vertex, the h, is 1. So now to find k, you're going to plug 1 into your standard form and solve. So I have 1 squared minus 2 times 1 plus 4, which is 1 minus 2 plus 4, which would give us 3. So my vertex is 1, 3. So now I'm going to put this into vertex form. So I have y equals 1 times x minus 1 squared plus 3. This is supposed to be okay. All right, we don't need the 1 in the front multiplying, so I'm going to rewrite it as y equals x minus 1 squared plus 3. So there is my vertex form. And it's going to be the same process every single time. So identify a, and then solve for h by doing negative b over 2a, and then plug your h into your standard form to get k. So here we're writing y equals negative 3x squared minus 18x plus 10 in vertex form. So really quickly we can identify a. So a is negative 3. So then to find h, we do negative b over 2a. So b is negative 18, so the negative b would be positive 18 over 2 times a is negative 3. So we get 18 over negative 6, which is negative 3. So the h is negative 3. So then to solve for k, you're going to plug in negative 3 into your standard form. So negative 3 times negative 3 squared minus 18 times negative 3 plus 10. So negative 3 squared is 9, and 9 times negative 3 is negative 27. Then I have negative 18 times negative 3 is plus 54. Then plus 10. So I get negative 27 plus 54 plus 10 is 37. So the y of my vertex is 37. So I have my a, I have h, I have k. So vertex form is y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. So I'm just going to plug this information in. So I get y equals negative 3 times x minus negative 3 squared plus 37. And I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to simplify this. When you subtract a negative, you're really adding. So my final equation is y equals negative 3 times x plus 3 squared plus 37. So there's my vertex form. Okay. So the next couple are identical to what we just got done doing, so I'm going to skip those, and I'm going to move down to this equation. We are given the vertex is 0, 4, and we're given a is 1, so we can jump straight into vertex form. So y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. So we're going to plug in this information. So y equals 1 times x minus 0 squared plus 4. And then we're going to simplify. We don't need the 1 in the front because anything multiplied by 1 is the same thing. And then x minus 0, I don't need to worry about that minus 0. So my final equation is y equals x squared plus 4. And for my last example, I am putting in vertex form. I have the vertex already as 2, 0, and I have a as 3. So y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. So y equals 3 times x minus 2 squared plus 0. And I don't need the plus 0 at the end, so my final equation is y equals 3 times x minus 2 squared. And that is it for going from standard form to vertex form.